is up? What is up? What is up, YouTube? California Prepper. Well, we are back for another episode of the Back to Budget Project. Today we're going to be talking about a true budget blade, and that is the Meyerco HeatSeeker, designed by Jeff Hall. This is a pretty bad to the ass blade for the price point, guys. This is a true budget blade. I got this thing for $12.99, free shipping, and I've had it for a while. I went through a bolster kick, and I was buying any knives I could find, within reason, with bolsters, and this one just popped right out for 12 bucks. I had just bought the Meyerco Shockwave, the Kirby Lambert design. I love that knife. That knife is amazing for the price point. And for $12.99, you really can't beat this knife. Now, just because you can't beat it doesn't mean there aren't some downfalls to this design. The blade shape, for one, is freaking bad to the F. Jeff Hall did an amazing job on that blade shape. Love the Tonto. You have 3 3/4 inch of bad to the assness there. That swedge on top is bad to the ass. I mean, all around bad to the ass. I can't say it enough. Love the shape of this blade. I wish I could see it on more knives. Let's see, what else? HCR 13 MOV blade. So it's not going to hold its edge great. It's not S30V. You're not messing around with, any of the super high value steels, but you're paying 12 bucks. What do you expect? You're not going to get S30V in a $12 knife. But the good thing about HCR 13 MOV, and why I personally don't mind it, is it's super easy to sharpen up. You run this across a sharp maker a few times and you have a hair popping edge once again. And guys, I have to be honest, I'm not the best sharpener out there, so to be able to bring a knife back easily is a big plus for Cali P. So HCR 13 MOV is not a problem for me. I actually prefer it sometimes over the more expensive steels. You have the A-OK Spring Assist, designed by Blackie Collins. So just a little history on the A-OK spring mechanism. Meyerco actually developed the first spring-assisted knife, and it was called the Strut and Cut. And this mechanism, designed by Blackie Collins, I believe is the same mechanism they still use to this day. Now, if you look in there, I believe the name Spring Assist came because it's actually a spring that kicks out this knife more than like Kershaw and other brands that use torsion bars and things like that. This is actually a spring that runs in there. Now, one of the downfalls to this design I've noticed, because I've never used this knife for anything. I've sliced some paper with it, cut some arm hair, seeing if it would shave some hair off. But one thing I've noticed is there is a nick in the blade right there on my palm, if you guys can see that. There's a nice little nick in the blade, and it actually, to it, sort of like the blur, you can really feel it when it kicks out, and I like that. Dual thumb stud, so you can use the old spider flick. You're left-handed, you still got yourself a nice opening mechanism, liner lock, G10 and carbon fiber scales, or G10 scales, carbon fiber bolsters, stainless steel liners, but only a one position pocket clip on the right side of the blade. So you're looking at tip down carry, right side only. I guess you can carry it left side if you want, but that might be a little weird for you. Anyhow, overall, very good knife for the price point. Again, 12, like 13 bucks, I think, maybe delivered to my front door. It's a little dirty. I've had this knife for a few years now, but it's never been carried. Really never been used too much. I don't want to say never carried. I've carried it, but it just sat in the pocket. Beautiful knife. Really dig it. Love the looks of it. The handle, pretty comfortable. But I've told you the good. Now I got to tell you the bad. The handle is where this knife really lacks for me. It's not that you get any hot spots really. It's pretty comfortable. It's decent. Um, right here around this horrible stain on my finger, you can see it. It does cause a mild hot spot. I could see with extended use. Um, you can kind of choke up on it. That's not necessarily a choil, but you could use it as one. Um, but you can really feel a lot of flex in the handle. Now I know it's not the stoutest, toughest knife out there, and that's really not what it's marketed as. But if you read in the description of this knife on many websites, it talks about how this knife is perfect for combat and it'll make your enemies run in fear, hence the name HeatSeeker. So I really can't see this as a combat knife, as even, I don't know, maybe a last-ditch self-defense knife, but I really wouldn't trust that liner. It's thick and it's decent. I mean, you're looking at what, 50% maybe. So it's nice, but it just doesn't feel that secure in my hand. I'm real iffy with liner locks. As you can see, I've had my issues, and it was with the knife that I really trusted. So I'm always iffy on liner locks, and this one just, I don't know. It just doesn't feel tough in my hand. Great as an EDC for opening up boxes, cutting rope, string, tape at work, what have you. But I would not carry this knife for self-defense, combat, survival, anything like that. I mean, this knife, I just don't think it would hack it. I think it would end up failing you and maybe injuring you. So, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the design. The lock seems, let's see, it seems to be tough, but it just flexes so much, that handle. It's just not stout enough for me. So overall, for 12 bucks, you really can't beat it. Great little EDC knife. Definitely has the looks. The weight is there too. You're looking at 4.8 ounces. Overall length, 8.5 inches. So, I mean, it's a decent sized knife compared to a paramilitary 2, and a cryo. It's a decent sized knife. Just not really a combat knife in my opinion. So, hope you guys liked the video. If you guys want to check out this knife, go get your hands on one. They go for under 20 bucks online if you shop around. Just got to do a little shopping. Hope you guys liked the video. Cali P, I'm out of here.